enough stuff coming at you on a daily basis, isn't there? There are so many ways that you can dive in and make life a little bit more complicated. And so many things specifically that you can attach to. And when I'm talking about attachment, oftentimes people want growth. They want to actually change something in their world. And that change, obviously, is looked at as, I got to get something new. I've done it. I've even, have you guys seen the Peloton treads? Not the bike, but the tread. I mean, that thing just intrigues me. And I love running. I really do. I hate it so much that I love it. And when I look at going into the winter season when there's, ice and snow that's around the corner, I'm like, oh, how am I going to get through this season without, hitting the treadmill? And I'm like, well, okay, get a treadmill, or I could get spikes for my shoes and all these types of things. But I'm often looking, when it comes to a routine, I'm looking for something new. I'm looking for something new that I can attach myself to, something that I can go towards to help me make a change. And this could be a variety of things in your life, how it's showing up. You're going towards something new, a new friend, a new mentor, a new husband, a new wife, a new relationship, a new job. And we often are constantly looking at where we can go to better our lives. What can I do to bring in something new that's going to give me exactly what I want? And you see, as we seek these new things, more so searching for something that we can grasp onto so we can make a change in our lives, we fail to recognize that we first have to let go. And I would have you consider today that one of the biggest moves that you can make is not getting something new, not bringing something new into your life, not a new diet, not a new exercise routine, not a new sauna, not a new technique to make your body slimmer, faster, leaner, better, not a new relationship, not a new way of growing a relationship, not a new job, not a new way of saving or spending, a new course that you could bring in, as much as you need to let go of something. We do this with material objects quite often. Meaning that if I want a new vehicle, if I want a new car, truck, whatever it may be, I often get rid of the one that I'm currently using. It doesn't make any sense to have one sitting in my driveway that I never use. And so I go through this process. We all go through this process of okay, I want to acquire something new. But until we let go of that old, we cannot often get new unless you're a classic car collector. So God bless you. But it is the concept that we first must let go of. And so today's challenge and what you're considering is, where in your life are you hanging on to stuff that you need to let go of? See, if you look at life is just a cycle of what? Letting go and attaching, or attaching and letting go. It was Dale Carnegie that had mentioned one of his most famous, I'm thinking now, was it Dale Carnegie? I'm pretty sure. I don't think it was a Rockefeller, but it was a Dale Carnegie that had set forth basically to make a certain amount of money. And I believe it was either 400 million, something like that, $400 million. And then to give it all away. And literally they found a ledger in his desk after he had passed away to the T that he gave every single penny away right before he died. And this is the cycle of life. If you think about it, if you have children, would you not want to just give it all away? That's the whole concept. And the idea that we can take anything with us once we're gone is ridiculous. It's ludicrous as far as material things. And so we know that life is just this concept of what? Attaching and detaching, attaching and giving away, attaching and giving away. I had a friend mention the concept of like water. I mean, you grab onto a cup and you drink, it sustains and you let go. It's not like we have this attachment to water like, oh my gosh, the water, he's got to be close to me. Keep the water close to me. Ah. We let go of things instantaneously without realizing that we're letting go of it. And so where in your world today that you need to let go? Now watch how this happens. It can also be good to let go, something easy to let go of, like a vehicle. It's like, oh my gosh, I got a new car. And the one that served you for so many years, so many miles. You just let go, kick to the curb. Somebody else's new car. Your used is somebody else's new. It's very easy to let go. And then there's other things that you're holding on to that are almost impossible. Like hate. Like seeds of hurt. Like anger. And frustration. No, we're going to hang on to those. Yeah, we're just going to drive with those as long as I need to drive with those because I'm unwilling to let go of this. How about the concept of abundance and scarcity? I'm just going to hang on to scarcity. I'm going to make every move in my life based on my bank account or what I don't have. Nope, we can't do that because I don't have this. Now, some accountants would say, hey, that's pretty smart. Don't spend what you don't have. Yeah, but you never take a risk. You've never taken a risk. You've never jumped into abundance. And you stay in this world of scarcity thinking that you cannot produce. You could not go out with your able body and your able mind to be able to produce something again. Like you have no ability to go make some money. So you might as well stay in scarcity and hoard. Hoard your money. Keep a close grip on that money, on that dollar bill, and watch it because it might just be stolen. And you can hoard all this stuff and buy lots of guns and bullets and sit in your house with your money. You get the concept. And it's often been said, and I've done this quite often myself, in the generosity of giving away, you get. And you don't give away to get, but when you give away, you get. It's bullshit in the aspect of like people talk about it's more. It's more and more and more to give than it is to receive. Yeah, screw that. Have you ever received? Feels good. You want to receive. Giving sometimes is painful. You're like, especially in a scarcity mindset. You're like, I want to give this. It's okay to want to receive more than you give. Why do we make that wrong? It's human nature. But as you shift your mindset into something different, you see things as abundance. You see that you give away, not to give away and not to receive, but you give away because you can get again. You can go produce more money. You can create space for more time to get things done. And you live in abundance. You have time and money. You have love. You have all these things that come raining down on you. It's a whole different. But you cannot move into abundance unless you let go of scarcity. You cannot move into abundance unless you go out of and let go of scarcity. Do you see this cycle? So where is it for you again? And continue to ask this question because you need movement. You're listening to this podcast because you want to change. You need movement. And movement is the process. Expansion is the process. Growth is the process of what? Attaching to something new as you let something go. You can't have more joy if you continue to hold on to hatred. In scarcity, there is nothing but jealousy, anger, frustration, yes, hatred. In abundance, you see all sorts of other fruits and emotions like joy and peace and love. If you've ever given something away financially or given something away time-wise, there's not usually a lot of anger with that. Maybe there is, and then that's got to be something checked. But if you're serving on Thanksgiving at a line and serving people that don't have food, you're not walking out of that going, God, that was a shitty day. I had to go over and serve a bunch of people that didn't have any food. No, it's usually just the opposite. It's like, wow, I'm in gratitude right now for what I do have. Because I see other people that don't have, and wow, I got a lot of stuff. I got a lot of abundance. I got a lot of love. I got a lot of peace, joy. I got money in my bank account. I got a blanket that covers me. I got a house that shields me from the weather. I have all these things. I can go to a grocery store and buy food. And you start to live in this world of abundance. But my concept for you today is driving you in a direction of, in order to grow, you must let go. In order to grow, say that again, in order to grow, you must let go. So what are you carrying? What kind of baggage are you carrying? Think of yourself walking into the airport and the stewardess at the gate is like, look, you can't bring all of that. And you're like, I planned this trip for all of my life. I wanted to go to Italy. I wanted to go to Venice. And I have all and I packed and I have all this stuff. And here's where I'm showing up. I'm ready to go. But you can't get on the plane because you have too much stuff. What do you need to let go of so that you may experience life, so you may experience getting on that plane of life and getting to Venice or whatever destination that you want to go in life? And you open your suitcase and you take inventory. And that's what I'm asking you to do right now, is open your suitcase, open a journal, grab a piece of paper, as my kids like to do, out of the printer. Just a blank sheet of paper. It's one of the most beautiful things that you could actually ever see in life, is a blank sheet of paper. It's flawless. It's just waiting for you to carve out something new on it. It's just waiting for you to put down your emotions and let go of something else. It's just waiting for you. And so your paper sits there looking at you. What are you going to let go of so that you may fill your life with something new? You're getting on that plane. And you open your suitcase and you look at things. And on the left side, I got to carve through. What can I let go? It's hard. You see, I often used to think that resistance, like the hard part, was being in scarcity. Because it comes with what? It comes with a lot of attachments. It's not fun. You're like, ugh. When you got to make a move as a business owner and you're in scarcity, it's like there's stress, nothing but stress attached to that. I need this new piece of equipment, or I need to get payroll done, but can we do it? And you live in this scarcity, which is what? It's the false sense of resistance. Abundance is actually where the resistance exists. It is so much harder to live in abundance than it is scarcity. And as I've talked about these last few podcasts, resistance is what? It's where you need to play. Resistance is purpose. Resistance is where you need to dive into. And we've talked about this. You have resistance within your body. It's good. You get growth. You get change. You get stronger. You get healthier. It's the same thing on a skill set or a mindset. Diving into the resistance is going to allow you to make some change. And so if abundance is the resistance, where do you need to be? You need to, not that it's hard, there just comes some resistance. And in resistance, you will find the essence of life. And so the tip and the trick for you today is identifying where you've been living in scarcity and what you're not willing to let go of in life so that you may fill it up with something else. And you literally write this stuff down and make an effort, a skill set, a mindset that you need to make a change right now and dive into it. And you start crossing this stuff. I will no longer, boom, there it is. And in order to do that, I fill it up with, boom. And we make these two sides of the paper work for us. That I'm letting go of hatred. I'm letting go of Facebook. I'm letting go of my sleep patterns so that I may fill that time with something else. I may actually exercise in the morning. So I'm letting go of 30 minutes of sleep. That's fine. I'm letting go of hatred so that I may have joy in my life. I'm letting go of jealousy and coveting somebody else's life and their house and the stuff they have so that I may focus on me. I may focus on growing me and actually watering the grass on my side of the fence. And that's all it is for you today, is stepping from letting go into adding. And you will find your life expanding. You'll find your life in abundance. You'll find everything that you've been looking for. In the process, just let it go. That's what I got for you today. In love and light. We'll talk to you next time.